Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I don't have an intro right now, so for now I'm just going to say hey everyone. Okay? Today we are going to be talking about rice water and everything about rice water basically. So it's like a rice water Q&A. I don't know what I'm going to name the video yet. But yeah. So, I wrote down some questions, some frequently asked questions that people have about rice water. So, I'm just going to be going down the list, saying the question, and I'm going to be answering it. Okay? So, the first question is, when you use rice water, do you wash it out or do you leave it in? When I use rice water, I leave it in. I normally use it when for after I wash my hair. So I will wash my hair, shampoo and condition, and then I'll spray the rice water all over my hair, and I'll just wrap it up and go to sleep. Because 9 times out of 10, my wash days are always at night, right before I go to bed. So, yeah, I leave my rice water in. What makes it cloudy? So, what makes the rice water cloudy is the starch residue from the rice that's left behind. So, even just because I leave my rice water in doesn't mean that you have to leave your rice water in, because of the starch in the rice water. It's basically like even after you wash the rice water out, the starch residue is still going to be in your hair. So as long as you leave it in your hair for about 15 to 30 minutes, then you should be good if you want to wash it out, like if you have somewhere to go. But if you're just going to bed or whatever, I just sleep with it, because even if it stinks by the morning, you won't smell it. So, yeah. Are there any other uses for rice water? Yes. Rice water is good for your hair, your skin, your body. You can also drink rice water. Yeah. I didn't know that until today. You could drink rice water. So, I don't know why I wouldn't think that you wouldn't be able to drink rice water. It's just rice and water. So, where did rice water come from? Rice water came from the Red Yao women in China, and they have the record for the longest hair village in the world. They have they're in the Guinness Book of World Records for holding the longest hair in the world, in the whole village. But before the Yao women in China, there was the Japanese imperial court, and that was in 800 AD. So in 800 AD, people was using rice water. Yeah, it's crazy. Rice water is used to repair damage to hair. Isogenol is a carbohydrate that stays in your hair also after you rinse the rice water out. It contains vitamins B, C, and E, and all of those vitamins promote your hair growth. Next question is, what's the difference between plain rice water and fermented rice water? So you can use plain regular rice water without it being fermented. The only difference is plain rice water has a higher pH than fermented rice water. So plain rice water, the pH is higher than the normal pH in your natural hair. So if you was to use plain rice water, then you probably have a higher chance of getting like protein overload, because it's just too much. you get what I'm saying? So fermented rice water brings down the pH in your hair. So some people have normal pH levels in their hair, some people pH levels are higher than normal. And that's not good. It's not good for your hair to be at a higher pH than it is. So that's another reason why you shouldn't use regular rice water. I mean, you can, but it depends on your hair type, and it depends on your pH in your hair. Yeah, if you want to use it, then you can use it. Knock yourself out. So fermented rice water helps close the cuticles on your hair, basically like protecting your hair. It's helping close the cuticles. They say you shouldn't use a lot of rice water if you have low porosity hair, because low porosity hair, the cuticles on low porosity hair are already closed pretty tight. And people who have low porosity hair, they normally focus on doing things that can keep their cuticle open so that it can be able to let in all the water and moisture and condition and whatever you want to add into your hair. So for the girls with low porosity, I would suggest that you don't use rice water as often, maybe like once a week, and do not leave it in your hair. Just use it for like 15 to 30 minutes and then rinse it out, because you don't want to make your cuticles even tighter than they are, and then your hair could become brittle and it can start breaking off. So for high porosity hair, the cuticles, so like this is your hair strand, and low porosity hair is like this. Their cuticles are closed. So high porosity hair cuticles are like open, so things can like get in between it. So because rice water has a high pH, and the high pH helps make your cuticles tighter, high porosity girls don't mind having their cuticles a little tighter, you know? How often do you use rice water? Now, me specifically, I use rice water pretty much whenever I want. Sometimes I use it once a week. Sometimes I use it 2 to 3 times a week. There's really no specific time period as to when I use it, but it's always at night. Sometimes I use it when my hair is braided up. Sometimes I use it right after I'm finished washing my hair in the shower. And sometimes I use it as like a curl refreshener for my wash and go. So like, you know, after you had your wash and go in for like 3 days and you want to like make it look nice again, so you like spray some water on it or something. Yeah, I do that, but I use rice water instead of regular water. How long have you been using rice water, and does it work? So I would say that I was consistently using rice water for about 2 or 3 weeks. And did it work for me? Yes. I already get a lot of shedding. I don't know why, but I get a lot of shedding when I'm detangling my hair, when I'm washing my hair. After I started using the rice water, I still get shedding. Don't get me wrong, I still get shedding, but it's just not as much as it used to be, if you know what I'm saying.